Yo, what is up everyone, Jay here, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the Nintendo Direct and my thoughts about the Fire Emblem Engage Expansion Pass DLC, Tears of the Kingdom, and a few other things. So yeah, I just want to make this video real quick. I was unfortunately at work when the Direct dropped, so I wasn't able to fully experience it, I guess, because I was still working, but was able to catch most of it, or at least most of the things I was actually most excited for. So yeah, this Direct was pretty good, I'd say. I mean, I don't really hate any Direct, even for the games I'm not interested in, because there's always going to be somebody that's going to be excited for it. Everybody's got different games they like and different tastes, of course, so you have to keep that in mind. But yeah, for the Fire Emblem Engage DLC pass, I'm not a huge fan. We're going to get into it why. I'm going to talk about my thoughts, but before I start, if you are a Soren or Camilla fan, you might want to click off this video, because I'm not huge fans of those characters, so I'm not going to slander them or anything. I would never start cussing them out or something like that, but yeah, I'm just not huge fans of these characters and this DLC pack in general. But yeah, this DLC was actually leaked apparently, and I didn't look into it because I didn't want to get spoiled. As you guys might know, I really wanted Caeda to be on here, but the dream is dead because she's not in here. But we do have my boy Hector, the Emblem of Strength. He's actually one of my favorite lords, I would say, in my top 10. I really like Hector. He's a cool ass dude. One of the most memorable characters from Fire Emblem 7, I'd say. And there he is, just destroying somebody with a Wolf Bale, which is cool that he's not using Armads, because that's what he's most known for, from Faye. And I'm glad that they're using Wolf Bale, his weapon, from his default weapon in Blazing Blade, Blazing Sword, however you call it. So yeah, he's going to be very strong, and he's actually out right now as I'm talking. You can actually play as him and Engage. They dropped the DLC pretty quick, so yeah, he's the first hero, or the first emblem ring, should I say, for Wave 2. So I'm glad Hector's in the game. It's just a damn shame that Eliwood's not with him. Really damn shameful. But yeah, next is Soren, the Emblem of Acumen. I am not a huge Soren fan at all. There's people who worship this man. I'm not a huge fan of Soren at all. I don't really like his personality. But I just thought him was a weird choice. I mean, he is getting CYL. He's going to get a Brave. But for this, it's just, other characters, in my opinion, deserve more. So, not a huge fan of Soren, but there he is. He's going to be cool. Next is Camilla, another character I'm not a fan of for obvious reasons. Camilla is just the classic walking embodiment of a Fire Emblem character that is made just for fan service. You can argue if she's a good character and all that. You might want to fight me to death for that, but I really don't care for that. It's obvious what kind of crowd she attracts. It's like Golvig in Fire Emblem Heroes. We all know what kind of crowd she caters to, and Camilla's no different, really. Camilla's always been like that. So Camilla, it's just, there's other royals in Fates that they could have chosen, Ryoma, Xander, even if I'm not huge fans of them either, but at least they're not like that, like this. But they chose Camilla, and not only did they choose her just to pander to that crowd, because they always pander Camilla, they forgot what game I think they've used her so much they forgot what game she's from, because her title is the Emblem of Revelation. That's not even correct, bro. That should be Azura's title. If you're going to pick a Fates character that's not Corrin, it should have been Azura, honestly, not Camilla. Because Emblem of Revelation is the third path of Fates, and that is pretty much Azura's route. So the fact that they named Camilla the Emblem of Revelation here, not the Emblem of Conquest, is just stupid. She has the Bolt Axe, and she has some cool skills like Dark Inferno, but yeah, Camilla is just a damn shame in my opinion, because this is the last DLC. This is all we're getting. So it's not like I can just hope for, I can hope Alm to get in and stuff. No, they're gone. This is all we're getting for Engage, pretty sure. So Camilla getting in over other Fates is just bad, and then the fact that they put her name as the Emblem of Revelation just puts salt in the wound. So Camilla, in my opinion, I'm not a huge fan of Camilla. I mean, yeah, she's hot and all, but come on, man, it just panders to that crowd. But anyways, I'll stop talking about Camilla. Next we have Chrom and Robin, which is pretty cool because they're paired up. And I really wish Eliwood was paired up with Hector. Why couldn't they do the same thing that Chrom and Robin have here? The Emblem of Bonds. And I forgot to mention, the emblems for this DLC, they all look really good. Like the models for them, they look pretty clean. Look at how clean Robin and Chrom look. I like it a lot. So there they are, pairing up with Diamant. And that is Chrom and Robin. And then we have Legendary Veronica as the last one for this DLC. DLC character, or should I say DLC emblem ring. They're not really a character, I guess. But yeah, Veronica, Emblem of Heroes. This is pretty cool because I've actually warmed up to Veronica over the years playing Fire Emblem Heroes. I like her story arc in the last book, and I like her legendary version a lot. So I'm all for Veronica getting into the game. I think it's fine. Heroes is so big now, or it is, it's such a big influence on the series that it makes sense Veronica's here. So I don't mind her inclusion. It's just the other characters I wish were replaced with someone else. But Veronica, Emblem of Heroes, this is pretty cool, and she actually brings some of the gacha elements from Faye into this game. She summons Ike, I guess, or something. I don't know what her whole deal is, but there's going to be some gacha involved with that for sure. And yeah, that is going to be in Wave 3, I think. I think she's the last character in Wave 3. And then Wave 4 is not any more characters. It's going to be this new Xenologue, Fel Xenologue, with these new characters. I don't know who these people are. And then we have some hooded guy, of course, because Fire Emblem loves to use mysterious hooded guys. I guess his name is Nell with Felspark. But yeah, that is pretty much all the expansion pass DLC for Fire Emblem Engage that we can tell right now. So that's going to be 4 waves. The first one, obviously, was with the Three Houses Lords and Tiki. And then the Wave 2... Wave 2 was what? I have it pulled up right here. Wave 2 is Hector, Soren, Camilla, and then Pack 3, or Wave 3, should I say, is Chrom and Robin, and Veronica, and then the last pack / wave is going to be that story. So, overall, I'm disappointed with this DLC, because, first of all, you should have all the lords in the base game, or at least most of them. Like Alm, for example. Alm always gets shafted. We've seen this with Warriors. He's not in that game. Celica always gets it over him, and it's really a shame. They should be together. You know, like I said, it's not just the character choice that I'm disappointed. It's the fact that this is it. This is all we're getting. So you don't have any hope. I have no hope for Caeda. She's dead. There's no way she's going to get into this game. Unless they make 5 another wave of DLC. But as far as we know, this is it. So I'm disappointed in that. And yeah, I think there should have been better choices. There's Alm, who's deserving, like I said. There's Caeda, who's also very deserving. There's also a Seliph. So like the fact that they opted for Soren and Camilla is just so weird. Look, I know they might be trying to mix it up, but Camilla, especially, is just pandering to that crowd, in my opinion, every time she shows up. I know it sounds like I hate her guts or something. It's just, I'm not a fan of fan servicey characters that are just for that. But yeah, that is the Fire Emblem Engage DLC expansion pass. A bit disappointing, but you can play them right now. Hector's out, I think, right now. I haven't even beaten the game yet, so I'm not going to get to that DLC probably anytime soon. But yeah, if you're fans of those characters, by all means, enjoy it. I'm not telling you to start disliking your favorite or something. It's just, I mean, if you are a Soren and Camilla fan, you probably logged off this video already. But yeah, that's the Fire Emblem Engage DLC pass. I guess it's pretty cool, but overall it's a bit of a disappointment for me personally, because it's like Engage and Warriors, right? These are 2 games that pretty much celebrate the Fire Emblem series. You have all these characters in the game crossing over, and every time they fall short. You either leave out, like, it's a celebration of all these beloved characters from the series that are your main characters, all these beloved fan favorites, but you leave them out. They always do this, except in Faye, I guess. But Faye's, I mean, it's been going on for so long. Of course they would have everybody. But in a game like Engage and Warriors, they always fall short. Alm is missed in both games. Like, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I know I sound like a pessimist, and I don't always want to focus on things that I'm negative about, or that I don't want to always focus on, spend all my energy on things that I hate. I'm never that type of person. It's just, I had to get this off my chest, because I think this could have been way better. And it's just like Warriors again, where it's like, man, the DLC is a bit disappointing. But yeah, either way, Engage is a fun game. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the DLC for Engage. Okay, so now to the other thing I wanted to talk about, which was Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm still getting used to calling this game Tears of the Kingdom instead of Breath of the Wild too. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, if you guys only know me from YouTube, I mean, I'm mainly a Fire Emblem / Smash channel. I don't really talk about other games on here mainly. Like, I don't make videos about other games. But if you only know me from YouTube, you might think I'm only into those games. But if you follow me on Twitter and stuff, I play a lot of other games. I'm invested into a lot of other series, such as Zelda and Final Fantasy and like Yakuza. There's a lot of games I'm into, so it's not just Fire Emblem and Smash. So I feel like I had to talk about this because this trailer is amazing for Tears of the Kingdom. Zelda is one of my favorite series of all time. It's up there with almost just as much as Fire Emblem. It's just I don't talk about it as much because a lot of my friends, I have a good amount of friends that are into Zelda. They just don't talk about it as much, especially online. I guess I've gravitated more towards talking about other things. But yeah, Zelda is one of my favorite series. I've played every single Zelda game, and I'm really excited for Tears of the Kingdom because Breath of the Wild is my second favorite Zelda game, first one being Skyward Sword. So I'm really excited for Tears of the Kingdom, especially because they have like things you can do like fly in the air and skydive just like a Skyward Sword. So it's a win for me, and this game is going to be amazing. Comes out in May, and this is the number 2 trailer. So I'm just going to be talking about it while I look at it. They do open up with a rainy sequence, and you can't hear the audio, but Ganondorf is talking, or he does talk at some point. We assume it's Ganondorf, and it was pretty crazy to hear him because we killed Ganon in the first game, but I guess Ganondorf is alive in this game. You didn't kill the actual Gerudo King himself. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is going to be amazing, man. The footage they showed in this, like, is going to be a lot of fun, because there's a part where Link has like a lawnmower or something. It's kind of crazy. So, and I'm also glad about this trailer, even though these trailers I'd say aren't as good as Breath of the Wild's trailers so far, because Breath of the Wild's trailers were incredible. They had music for it and everything. They had some music that were actually made for just that trailer that was not actually in the game. While, you know, these trailers aren't as crazy, I guess, but they're still pretty good. I mean, we still have a long way to go until the release date, which is in May, so they could reveal a lot more stuff, but I actually prefer them not showing as much, because it makes the game, I mean, look at this. Link's getting ambushed and some Hinoxes, I guess. There's jumping off into the, what was that area called in Breath of the Wild? Those damn lightning mushroom areas? But anyway, what I was saying is that Breath of the Wild, I feel like they showed a lot, and so far for Tears of the Kingdom, we don't know as much. So I actually like that, because now we can actually come to the game with less knowledge, and I prefer that, because now everything could be a surprise. I mean, things are going to get leaked. Unfortunately, in this age, everything gets leaked. So nothing's really a surprise anymore, but I'm hoping for the people who don't look into leaks, you know, that you can come to Tears of the Kingdom being surprised, because the coverage for this game hasn't been as intense as Breath of the Wild, or at least as intense as I remember it. I mean, it's been 6 years since Breath of the Wild came out, but yeah. The game looks beautiful as always. Crazy new enemies. That's a new enemy for sure. I think that's Ganondorf. Yeah, crazy looking dude. And there's Link. Yeah, see, we got some sky stuff just like in Skyloft and Skyward Sword. I love it. He's skydiving just like he did in Skyward Sword. And we got some patterns on the ground. So like there's some new enemy right there. We got some grind rails, which is really cool. We got some new stuff to move around. And then now we have a cutscene. Look at this hand holding. I love the Link and Zelda. And Link here posing. Link posing like Thanos, I am inevitable. Except he doesn't really snap, but he's kind of holding his new glove hand like that, which is kind of cool. And then this is what I was talking about. Link has a new lawnmower thing. What is this? What is this? This is hilarious. Because not only does it look funny, it's also because in Breath of the Wild, to this day, people are still like abusing the hell out of that game's physics, and you can do crazy stuff. Like if you guys don't know, people are still breaking that game to hell, because you can do a bunch of stuff like use wagons and like hovercrafts, make your own makeshift hovercraft in the air and like fly across the map. So I guess they saw people doing that and they're like, here, we'll just make it for you in the next game. So you can actually have these kind of crazy contraptions. I mean, look at this. You got a hot air balloon, and then this. You got an actual hovercraft. So the traveling in this game is going to be so much fun, because, like I said, people were abusing the hell out of it in Breath of the Wild, and now Tears of the Kingdom looks like it's going to let you actually do that without actually glitching the game and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I mean, travel in Zelda games has always been fun and notable, I guess, and this part is cool. Link dives to save Zelda, which is really cool. Look at him saving this girl. Grab that hand. Yeah, May 12, 2023. Thank goodness it's not being delayed again. So the date is sticking, so that's really cool. But anyways, what I was going to say, was that traveling in Zelda games is always pretty fun and memorable. Like, you know, it's different in a lot of games. You know, you got the horse in Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess. You can travel as a wolf in Twilight Princess, and then you got Spirit Tracks where you're going on the choo-choo train. You got Wind Waker and Phantom Hourglass where you're in a boat. Skyward Sword, you're flying in the air on a bird, and now you can freaking use all kinds of transportation. You got a lawnmower thing. You got you got a hot air balloon, and now you have a hovercraft. So this game is going to be crazy. I can't wait for this game. It's definitely going to be probably in my top 5 Zelda games, just like Breath of the Wild is. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is going to be great, and I can't wait for this game. So let me know what you guys think down below if you do comment about this game and about the Engage DLC overall in this direct, what you're excited for. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to talk about quickly is the Nintendo Online that's adding the Game Boy games to the service, which is really cool because there's a lot of good Game Boy gems out there that are really fan favorites, such as other Zelda games like Link's Awakening. And the fact that Link's Awakening is getting brought to the Switch while they have the remake also on the Switch is really cool. I like that a lot. You got Minish Cap, who's one of my favorite childhood Zelda games. That game is an underrated gem for sure, so more people will be able to play that game. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming to the Game Boy. There's also more Fire Emblem games coming to the Game Boy. I think Fire Emblem 7 was shown, but I think Fire Emblem 6, which is still Japan only, region locked, is still a region lock. So unfortunately it's not localized or anything, which kind of sucks, but at least Fire Emblem is getting a little bit more accessible, even if it's not really the games that weren't locked, I guess, before. I assume Sacred Stones is on there. They're adding more games as time goes on, but yeah, Minish Cap is on there. Those are some of the ones I most remember. Link's Awakening, Fire Emblem 7, some of the Mario games as well. So I like that Nintendo is upping their online service, because I definitely don't think it's worth the amount of money. And now that they're actually adding stuff to it, it's pretty cool. But yeah, the Direct was pretty fun. There was a lot of other stuff too. Of course, I'm not going to talk about everything because it was 40 minutes of stuff. But those are some of my thoughts about the Nintendo Direct and the things I was most excited for. Again, let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed listening to me ramble as always. And please stay safe out there. Peace out.